at night or broad daylight, she's bringing the truth into the fight. Shining a light where the shadows creep, for the lost, the stolen, the ones who will weep. She won't turn away, she won't back down, even when the loony clowns come round. Threats don't shake her, lies don't win. She stands for justice right till the end. Want the truth, want the best, wanna be safe as you chat. Find kids true crime, it's worth your time. She's got your back, she's on the line. YouTube, Twitter, TikTok too, Facebook stream, she'll fight for you. Some chase views, but she fights for those with nothing to lose. For the kids who vanish without a trace, she won't stop till she cracks the case. They try to silence, they try to scare, but truth don't break and she's still there, calling out monsters, showing their game. Justice comes when you speak their name. Want the truth, want the best, wanna be safe as you chat. Find kids true crime, it's worth your time. She's got your back, she's on the line. YouTube, Twitter, TikTok too, Facebook stream, she'll fight for you. Need a voice, kids stand strong. She makes the choice for victims gone, for those in need. She's fighting hard, she won't concede. Want the truth, want the best, wanna be safe as you chat. Find kids true crime, it's worth your time. She's got your back, she's on the line. YouTube, Twitter, TikTok too, Facebook streams, she'll fight for you. At the end of the day, this is all we have to say. Viper will always have her back. He will pick you right in the sack.
Good morning. And how are you, my friend? Can you hear me? You know what? I'll get on my phone. Testing, testing. Can you hear me? You know what? I'll get on my phone. What is that noise? Testing, testing. What the fuck is that noise? You know what? I'll get on my phone. What is that noise? Testing, testing. I don't like that noise. What the hell's going on around here? Hold on. Maybe it's my window. I opened up my window. It's hot in my apartment, actually. Hi, J13. Hold on a minute. Maybe I have to do something with this mic. You didn't hear it? Maybe it's in my head. I don't know. Okay. Let me tell you something. You guys, I'm going to be honest. I have a bunch of shit going on in my head right now. I'm just going to say it. I'm having some issues right now, quite a few of them. And instead of sitting here silently, no, well, I will be saying something. I'm really depressed about my daughter. I thought I was doing okay, right? Something happened last night. I mean, I don't know what happened. If I knew what happened, I would fix it mentally, right? Oh God. Oh God. And it's not for attention. So don't even go there because I will fuck you up. And I don't mean physically. You don't come at somebody because they're in pain about losing their loved one and say, "Oh, you're just trying to get attention." No, I'm not. Ugh. I'm not gonna tell anybody my thoughts right now. I'm just gonna be careful. Um, and yes, I did have an appointment with my psychiatrist. Hi, Viper. Okay. Also, not you guys. You know what? I'm gonna say a name, and I don't care. I am sick of people taking advantage of my kindness, right? And then out of the blue, they quit talking to me, and I don't know fucking why. I don't know why. And I even instead of waiting for them, I go to them and say, "Hey, what's going on, man? What did I do?" And I'm going to tell you who they are. Miss Barbara. Miss Barbara did this to me. She didn't care that my daughter died. I can't say she didn't care. Okay. She said to me with Timmy, if it wasn't for you guys, I don't know how I would have made it. I figured a mother that lost her son, and I don't care, or both her sons, I don't care the way it happened. You lose a child. It's I can't even express the pain that goes on within you. And I would think that she would be really understanding because I thought she was, I will say that's my best friend. And I'm going to tell you people what I did before my daughter died. I bought a ticket, airline ticket there and back to spend time with Miss Barbara, Misty, and whoever else. Do you know she ignored me and I wasted my money on an airline ticket? I did nothing to her. My daughter died, boom, nothing from her. She was so rude to me when I called her. And I said, why haven't you called me? I've called you. I go, yeah, twice in 1 month. I think it was the first week after my daughter died. And I tried to get a hold of her after I got back from her celebration of life in Washington. She wouldn't pick up her phone. She wouldn't text me back. I'm like, what the hell's going on? And then when I did get a hold of her, she was so cold. I go, I just wanted to tell you how it went because of my ex-husband and shit. And she said something, I'm not 100%, something like that she didn't want to hear about it, or there's nothing she could do about it. I think that was it. I'm like, oh my God, what is going on here? So that's what happened with Miss Barbara. So you people know. And I would 3 times a year, and I just want to say this, no matter what, I will continue with Timmy's case, okay? Because I care about Timmy. And when there's updates, that's when I'll do a live about him. But since 2022, I would do 8 to 10 hour lives on his birthday, the day he went missing, and the day he was found. I would do those type of things. I well, it comes with the territory on YouTube. I would call out law enforcement. I would call out so many people. I would get so many threats from people in Fredericktown, Missouri. However, you people know I would laugh at them and expose them, but some of them I just kept, I just kept it quiet. A lot of it, actually. Anytime anybody was messing with Miss Barbara, I was her pit bull. I was her pit bull because I cared about her. So that's what happened to Miss Barbara. That's why she's not here no more. Okay. I did be. Now, I'm going to touch on something else. These are current events. Yes, this is my drama, and I'm sharing it because this is my channel. Okay? And I'm going to be honest, I'm having a hard time getting back into kind of in true crime and focus on the missing, in the sense of, how I usually put a bunch of videos together and information. I'm having a hard time with that. It's not that I'm not going to get back into it, but I want to focus on other things like me and Nala, nature, being silly, like doing my silly mukbang stuff like that, my dancing. Hold on a minute. Also, I'm going to talk about somebody else. I still care about her. There's another person that has done the same damn thing to me. Our good friend, our Aussie friend, Rachel in Australia. You guys want to know why she's not in here? I have no fucking idea. I have no idea. I tried my best because I tried my best to be better. Contacting her, reaching out to her, let her know her American friends care about her, right? Because in the beginning, she was really good at checking in on me. And I appreciated that. And I let her know that. I'm not one to DM people. People got to realize that. I say it all the time. Call me. I'm not one of those people that do texting all the time or anything like that. I guess I don't know, because words get lost in translation, I think. But, the saddest part about it is I went out of my way with her to make her known that she's special. And I sent her pictures of me and my whole family, you guys. My whole family. Everybody. I didn't have to do that. Who sends somebody they met on YouTube pictures of their whole fucking family? Nobody. She can't even tell me she got my pictures in Australia. She did, though. I did everything I could with her too. I finally quit DMing her. I quit, I didn't call her dad's phone no more. I left a message on his phone. I did not call her phone no more. I thought, okay, enough's enough. I did the best I can for 2 solid weeks, trying to get through to make sure she was okay. Thank you. Maybe it's, maybe my problem is I have so much going on right now in the sense of people abandoning me maybe? Maybe that's it? Getting my life threatened for my own son, my safety? My daughter taking my grandkids away from me, using my grandkids um, as leverage? I never thought she would do that to me. She's done that to, the adopted grandparents. She's done that to them because 'cause they're evil, but I didn't think she would ever do that to me, ever. I can only imagine what she is saying to those kids. But me and Tabitha would talk about that, and she would say, "Mama, I will never leave you like my siblings do," because it's a on and off thing, and she goes, "I will never keep Cooper from you," which is her baby. She's a kid that really loved me, and I sit here and take all the abuse. To me, I'm abused. Um, I'm gonna let you know my daughter's mad at me because I talked to, about her dad online. I don't care. I don't care. I don't care. But I do love her a lot. I mean, you would think that losing her sister, right, would wake her up on not how to treat people, but obviously I'm not that important to her. They'll miss me when I'm dead. No, she's not. You're lucky if she responds back or even answers an email or a phone call. She always sends me to voicemail. Voicemail, yo, she won't talk to you how much Kit loves me. I don't ignore intentionally at all. And a lot of the times when I go live, and this is really strange when I have my Apple Watch on, but I have my thing turned off, my sound. And if you guys didn't know, I'm deaf in my right ear. I mean, it's not an excuse, but I'm letting you know. And when you have your Apple Watch on, do you know your phone does not let you know when you got messages unless you're looking at your phone? It'll vibrate on your wrist, but you get used to it after a while, right? I'm hurt, people. I'm hurting. And I appreciate you, Dippy. I appreciate Misty. I appreciate Viper. I appreciate Patty Sturgis and J13. And if I'm forgetting anybody, I'm sorry. And there's people that have come through and given me their condolences, and I appreciate you. You know what? I even appreciate KB. If it wasn't for KB, I wouldn't have got to see my daughter before she died. And I've always said that about her. Yeah. So I am hurting bad. Oh, God. And then it don't help
I love my niece, but my niece has been drinking too much. She calls me when she's drunk, and I can't handle it. And she'll cry about Tabitha, and it's like, are you fucking kidding me? Am I allowed to grieve? You know, I gotta suck it up and worry about everybody else. Brandy, if you're watching, I love you. Don't get mad at me. She knows she's got a problem. We've talked about it. And then my dad's drunk. I can't handle this shit. I grew up with drunks. Horrible. They're horrible. I mean, if they could be a happy drunk, that'd be different. But one little thing will set them off. Can't handle it. What are you laughing about? Are you laughing at me? That's okay. I love you too. Oh my God, I can't forget my sis in Alabama. Angelique, I love you. Laughing about the KB comment? What comment was that? See, I forgot. I forgot all about that. Unless people are, abusing me, how I feel like mentally, verbally, even with a comment, I'm going to say something. Hi, Missy. I am grieving right now. I am pissed right now. I am sad right now. I told everybody what's going on with Miss Barbara, what Miss Barbara did to me, so people know, and I'm not beating around the bush. I told everybody what Rachel has done to me. Just so you know, that's what I did. I mean, what am I supposed to do when they don't reply? It's like enough's enough. I've done all I can. And I tell you, who would send their family pictures to somebody on the internet? My bad. That's all right. I know, I seen you driving. I seen you were alive. And I'm struggling, people. And you guys know my son made a TikTok about me. Did you know that? Where the hell's that video? Oh, shoot. I took it down. I did have it in StreamYard. I talked to my psychiatrist about it, like I told you people, and he told me to block him. And I did block him because he has me blocked on like Facebook. Who treats their mom like that? It's so fucking weird. That kid needs help. But he wanted me to call his probation officer just to let him know what he's doing. However, I will not do that to my son. I will if he harms me physically. Now that's a different story. So he says, my mom ain't nothing and she ain't gonna amount to nothing. Mm-hmm. How fucked up is that? And don't even get me into their dad. Don't even get me into him. We will talk about my abuser at one point in time. Once I get all my court documents together, we're going to go through them. I'm going to show everybody, especially Lauren, what a true stalker is. And he's not the only one. There's another one. There's 2, 3. Oh, hi, Carol and Cooper. I know, right? I mean, I always say, you guys know I'm boisterous and I always I'm not I'm not saying I'm right about everything, but I'm really passionate about things. And when I feel a certain way, I say it, right? But I don't think I'm mean to anybody. Am I? I don't feel that I am. I know I'm not everybody's cup of tea, but that's how it is. That's how it is. And that's okay. But if you knew me in real life, you needed somebody, I'd be there, even if you hurt me. Let's say my son calls me or a friend calls me. Well, I have no enemies really in real life. I would be there in a second. I would be there. I would take that 3.5 hour drive and my ass would be up there. My son needs help really bad. It's a mental illness too. It runs in the family. I mean, I ain't ashamed of it. I think it's pretty sad that Joe's girlfriend said to me, "You should get on medication." I just lost my daughter. How should I feel? How should I? You can't tell me how to feel and think. You don't even know. You don't even know it wasn't your daughter. You don't know how to feel. How would you feel if it was your child, man? Your baby. I just looked at her and smiled, guys. I let her talk her shit because I did like her at one time. I just smiled. And I needed therapy, she said. And what I said about Joe was messed up. Even though it was about all the abuse I suffered, about all the abuse. And she's like, I don't care what happened back then. Yeah, I know some shit she's dealing with him. Not physically, but mentally. Tabitha told me. And I won't say it. Okay, I think I'm done with that. I think. Thank you for listening. I'm just so sick of being hurt. And I guess the word I could say is abandoned. Abandoned. I guess. My mom's gone. Yeah. Okay. The son that's mad at you, that yes, everybody thinks my son is hot. All my friends do, okay, in real life, which I don't have many of them now. My choice. Yeah. All my kids are gorgeous. My daughters were well, Kayla did modeling, cheerleader, all that. Thank you, thank you, thank you. Okay, we're gonna focus on some current events. Okay. Oh God, my body hurts. He is to me. He is to me. Hello, Miss Melissa from the bushes. Hello. Oh God, I gotta quit crying. I'm sorry. Oh my God. Hold on a minute. Okay, I'm back. We are going to talk about the current events on YouTube. Lauren and her hubby, the doctor, did a live last night. Actually, it wasn't a live. It was a pre-recorded video. Also, we're going to talk about Lori Vallow. And then the whole thing I feel that it ties to is JJ and Tylee's family. So I'm going to play a couple clips. Well, I'm going to skim through it of difficult research with there's JJ's auntie and Kay Woodcock's daughter. I used to talk to her like in the beginning, like when everything went down. I don't mean to say went down, but she would go into people's chats, and I was happy for her, and I kept saying you should start your own channel, and I'm so happy she did to help her through her grieving process. But what was I going to say about her? Oh my God, I hate it when I forget. People don't realize that these families are watching, and it's amazing that they forget, they get forgotten, and they are the real victims. But I want to say to people, she loved when I would do my Lori Vallow skits. I want to put that out there. I just want to put that out there, and I got to get back into that. God, I know it's never ending. Never ending. Okay, I'm going to be careful because I don't know if Lauren and Dr. John will strike me, and I sure hope not, because I'm not playing your whole video. What I'm going to do is, I didn't want to listen to the whole thing. I kind of skimmed through it because I can't. How many hours was this? Almost 4 hours. And I'm not part of the problem here. I'm not bullying. Okay. I'm not part of the problem because Dr. John said something like that in there. Not about me, about people in a whole, a collective, right? My focus was on using the court system as a weapon. Okay. I mean, once we found out not only her side, but also the other person's side, right? With court documents, it's like, oh my God, this is what's going on here. She is not being stalked, in my opinion. And the reason why I feel like I do, because I have been stalked. Okay. My life has been threatened. My life has been almost taken twice. Okay. And it was bloody. Okay. And what Dr. John does not focus on, he stayed away from it. It was all the legal aspect of it. He was doing the textbook stuff about it. And I hate that. I hate that when it happens, because she could not give one instance of a feeling. Okay. And what she felt, what was her fear? She could not give an answer. It was the same thing, the TikTok videos. I'm like, wait a minute. She can't even tell you what kind of fear. And I do want to say this also. When we went through her exhibits, right? She never once in her exhibits, she did on paper say she felt threatened. She never said she felt threatened. She said she felt that she was being bullied one time, and the other time, what did she say? That she was being followed. Is everybody listening to me? Everybody, let me come into chat. Okay. No, we're not. Take that down. We're focusing on my stuff right now. Okay. Now, they compare her situation about their work that people are taking away their work and how she's a reporter and how he's a doctor. They're taken away from that. No, no. The situation is your behavior, what you do behind the scenes. Okay. For me, anyways, I can't talk about everybody else. Okay. They use Brad Pitt as a subject and talking about his acting career, his personal life, and how no matter what's going on in his personal life, he's still a good actor. I thought, what the hell? And then they used something about a 4-year-old little boy. These are just a couple things I caught. Then the kicker, look at her face right now. They talk about the county that they got the order of protection in, right? Is the county that Charlie Kirk lost his life. She compares her situation with Charlie Kirk. I'm not kidding, you guys. I'm not kidding. These are the things I picked up on. It ain't nothing about, it was all textbook stuff. Okay? Here we go. Listen. We're going to listen.
Do they fit?
Yes.
Yet, of course, there's plenty of people apparently out there who argue that this wasn't stalking, this was catfighting, this was Real Housewife stuff, whatever, there was no harm involved. I would urge them to go look at the legal and academic definitions, as I just defined, of stalking. Because stalking, one of the interesting things out there in terms of listening to some of this debate about what stalking is that almost all the people who would disagree with the academic criteria that I'm reading and the legal criteria, they see stalking as like a 1930s phenomenon where you follow someone around in your old Ford, I don't know, 1930s cars, your old Ford Jalopy with a gun, right? They think stalking is physically.
We're going to get to it. I just had to pause it. You're not talking about what your wife did and Grayson. He's using textbook stuff and other like high profile stuff to make a point. Why don't you actually focus on, okay, like I said in the past, maybe Lauren does feel like this is happening to her. But reading the court documents, it goes both ways. I think they're all doing catty shit. They're all being mean girls, except for the other girls. They're better at being mean girls. Just saying. I'm not lying. Okay.
Following someone around with a gun, right? Guess what? It's not. We live in 2025. Stalking is fixated obsessional behavior that's unwanted and repeated that causes distress in the victim. That's precisely what's going on with you. So this idea that there's a team Lauren and a team, I mean, people can believe.
Okay, he messed up right there. There shouldn't be a team Lauren, and I've been seeing it everywhere, or team Christina. He messed up there. What? Listen to what he says. He caught himself, but he goes, yeah.
Whatever they want. But like this idea of teams is absurd. If you look at the criteria for stalking, how it's defined legally and academically, there's two teams. There's team Lauren.
See, he goes back. There's two teams, you guys.
Who fits all the criteria of stalking and cyber stalking, every one of them. And then there's the stalking team who doesn't fit who meets all the criteria.
See, okay, see what he did? He said it a different way. Instead of Team Lauren, he said the stalker team, and then the people that are doing the stalking. See what he did there? I don't know if you guys are. You don't have to agree with me. I'm just pointing out things that I caught.
Criteria of someone who's stalking. I don't know. I mean, have we litigated that in court yet? Nope.
Oh,
But I feel very confident that if and when we do,
can I tell you guys something? You guys are not going to believe this, and hopefully she talks about this. Well, I'm not going to stick on their channel very long because, oh God, I can't take much more of this shit. Just because I get heated because, yeah, me being stalked. They weren't happy with how Utah handled this case. They are going to go to they're going to try to go to another state. They're going to try to go to another state to get these people. I shit you not. So they're going to shop around to different states. I don't know how they're going to do it. And try to get an injunction elsewhere. That is using the court system as a weapon. How can you do this? Now listen, we're just going to listen to a little tiny bit more.
if we re-up this case and litigate it in another state that's not Provo, Utah.
Did you hear that? Did you hear that? He said do it in another state. What? What? Okay.
That we're going to show quite clearly that you meet the criteria for stalking and that you need protection.
And to the media who thinks that filming civil stalking injunctions is okay. By the way, I hope that you can reconsider that position and wonder if this is maybe why people that are being abused can't escape their abusers.
Okay.
Or that it might be used. See,
she's using somebody else's. She's using textbook stuff, not hers. Okay. This is what else I want to say. Anybody can come in the courtroom. If you guys remember on the audio, she wanted to clear out the whole courtroom. She didn't want anybody in the courtroom. It don't work like that, Lauren. However, I was kind of shocked that Law and Crime was going to get to live stream it. You could be in the courtroom taking notes. Anybody can be in the courtroom.
Is this an abuser's way of coercive control if they're encouraging media to cover a civil stalking injunction?
Well, and on that point, by the way, we fought vigorously for privacy.
We did.
Vigorously.
The same county, by the way, where Charlie Kirk was assassinated, I might add, by someone.
Did you hear that? She brings up Charlie Kirk's situation like hers. Let me back it up and then we'll be done with this.
Point, by the way, we fought vigorously for privacy.
We did.
Vigorously.
The same county, by the way, where Charlie Kirk was assassinated, I might add, by someone who was incited by online rhetoric and violence. The same county where someone lost their lives because of online rhetoric.
You said lives. Did Charlie Kirk have multiple
Lost
lives?
their life.
Okay, there you go. Yeah.
There we go. This is all I wanted to share, and I went through it. I didn't skip anything. So this is my interpretation. And right here, Grayson's talking, and they're looking at her like, "Shut your mouth, shut your mouth." And you could tell from him. Okay, and this is pretty much all I watched. I skipped through it up until the 2-hour mark because everything was textbook.
And yeah, I wanted to see if they would talk about her true fears and the legal thing, and wanting to know why she dropped, if she was so in fear of her life, why did she drop the case? It don't make sense. It don't make sense. But I can tell you this much. They're all guilty of going back and forth. I don't care. This is mean girl stuff. I'm sure because she's never experienced internet stuff like that. I have. And yeah. They were having a field day blocking comments. People that were paying and just asking questions, and if it didn't align with them, they blocked it. They blocked them. I'm like, wow. Okay, so that's enough of hidden true crime. And I'm sure people are sick of it. They're making bank off it though. Hold on a minute, please. Jesus. We are going to go to Lori Vallow. Here we go. I forgot to read the comments. I'm so sorry. I'm so sorry. Right? I have no idea. It completely different. What is Charlie Kirk's life being taken in the same county have to do with an injunction in Utah? It's two totally separate things. I bet they live in one of the most gated communities. Oh yeah, they said their life got threatened with a weapon now. Mm-hmm. They weren't going to live stream. They should have live streamed. Well, they can do whatever they want though. Handle the situation however they want. Yeah. Lori Vallow was in court yesterday. We are going to watch. East Idaho News. Oh, no, that's difficult research. We will get to her right after that. Here we go. This is my neck hurts. Oof. This is East Idaho News, and what happens here? This is Lori's restitution hearing. Hold on. Are we going to get to listen to the whole thing? No, hold on. That's Courtroom Insider. Hold on. I want... right here. Sorry. I thought I had it all figured out. All right.
CR 2021-001-704 and CR 2022-001-242. State of Arizona versus Lori Daybell. Is Ms. Daybell on? Is that the Joab Fedorf? Mr. Lum, could I have you turn your camera off just to not be a distraction? All right, I called the case. Let's have a state announce.
Trina Kay on behalf of the state.
And defendant.
Lori Daybell for the defense.
All right, I can hear everyone fine. This is the time set for restitution hearing. Have there been any agreements?
Your Honor, I am not sure. I was going to check with Ms. Daybell if she would stipulate to anything. I do have one correction in the documents on bait stamp 101133. The what we've learned is that the gas receipts that were provided are not all of the gas receipts. And so that's why we had done the mileage, but we forgot to remove the gas receipts themselves. So we should actually remove $348.98, which would make the total restitution request $8,600.54.
Okay, I'll ask the defendant, are you stipulating to any restitution?
Your Honor, on Wednesday night, I did receive those Bates numbers that were supposed to be given to me from my advisory council. They mailed them to me. I just got them. I was able to review those. Those ended at Bates number 101161. And yesterday I was informed by my advisory council that the state sent over one more document on Tuesday by email to my advisory council. And I have not seen that document. It's Bates number
Okay, hold on.
101162.
I forgot to tell you guys, this is only 6 minutes long. This is restitution for Kay. Brandon's has not happened yet, and I just love this judge, by the way.
It is my understanding, since I talked to my advisory council yesterday, that that document is a document. They kind of explained what it was to me. And so my understanding is, and although I'm aware that counseling, thank you. Although I'm aware that counseling costs can be included in restitution, this document turned over by the state is an Excel spreadsheet totaling $3,147 in counseling. There are no invoices from doctors or insurance companies to my knowledge. So the document in and of itself seems to be insufficient. I haven't actually seen it. However, based on how my trials were conducted, since experience tells me that regardless of what I say or what anybody else says, you're going to order it, I am willing to stipulate today. It is my understanding that I have already been ordered by this court to pay over $534,000 in fees, in fines, surcharges, and court fees. So you can add Ms. Woodcock's total of $12,096.97 of restitution to my tab.
And Your Honor, with that correction, it would actually be 11,740.
Did you see that smirk on her face? To my tab. Why is she doing this to this family? Why? They said she was never like this. However, obviously, behind that mask, she's always been like this. She is something, man, ain't she?
$47.99.
Hold on, 11,740.
$7.99.
All right. Ms. Daybell, you're stipulating to pay restitution to Kay Woodcock in the amount of $11,747.99. Is that correct?
That's correct.
Did any drugs, alcohol, or medication in the last 24 hours that would affect your ability to make this decision?
Have I been on any drugs, Your Honor? Is that what you're asking?
No, I'm asking, have you had any drugs, alcohol, or medication that would affect your ability to understand or make this decision today?
Is Your Honor aware that I am in prison? I have no access to any of those things. So no, the answer is no.
Oh my God. Who would talk to a judge like that? Even if I didn't like the judge, right? I would still respect the court. And Lori, you can still get those kind of things behind bars. I heard it's pretty easy too.
I have not.
Thank you for answering the question. Has anyone promised you anything in exchange for your agreement to pay this restitution?
No.
Has anyone forced you, threatened you, or coerced you to get you to agree to pay this restitution?
Only my trials, Your Honor, coerced me.
All right. The court finds that your agreement is knowingly, intelligently, voluntarily made. It's ordered that you pay $11,747.99 in restitution to Kay Woodcock. The restitution would take priority over any other fines and fees that have been imposed. And it's ordered that that restitution be paid out at the maximum rate allowable out of any prison account. Ms. Kay, do you anticipate any other restitution requests?
Your Honor, we are still awaiting restitution request from Brandon Boudreau. I know that he's been busy with work and he hasn't got all of those documents together. When I get those, I will submit them to Advisory Council and to Ms. Daybell's investigator, who seems to be able to get that to her much easier. And just for the record, Ms. Woodcock is still ongoing counseling, so there could be subsequent requests.
Well, the court retains jurisdiction over the matter of restitution for the period that the defendant is serving a sentence. So I'm not setting any further hearings at this time. We'll wait and see if any requests for hearing come in. All right, thank you. We'll be at recess.
Thank you.
Horrible. I can't believe she acts like that. All right. We are going to get to now Prussia. Okay. We're going to get to, a family member. I'm happy she started her own channel to help her with her grieving process. Oh, is this it? Yeah.
I want it to be executed. I want it to be, well, not performative, but where you can follow my thought and my experience. I really do. I think I need to structure it this way so that I get this off of me, because I'm tired of wearing people's shit. Okay. But let's watch Turtle Boy, who is, he's freaking hilarious. Who am I kidding? I'm not even sharing the right tab. Anyways, sorry. This is, he drew in his eyebrows. Okay. I haven't been able to participate in live chats, but here we are, and here you are. So let's do this. And I just want to thank all the creators, you know who you are, who have been the most supportive people. I didn't even know you existed, a lot of you. And I'm not trying to be ugly or anything. I'm just being real. But I'm like, oh, what's this part of YouTube? Oh, I appreciate the first video I ran across after Lauren's live, the 9-hour. For abbreviation, I call it the 9HL, 9-hour live, NHL. Okay. Shortens things down a bit. But I forgot what I was going to say. Shit. After that, I watched a creator I ran across, right? Algorithm. Thank you. Called Burnt Toast. And I don't know. Again, she's just playing things. I have a critical eye. I think it's very good to have. I think everybody should have one. I think people should sharpen this. That's what I do. I don't know why I see things like this. I don't know if it is something you can sharpen, but anyways, I do think it is something you can sharpen. A lot of people aren't aware or self-aware, like just totally, you have no idea your surroundings, like my son, he's 16 and he'll be like, oh, where's the peanut butter? And I'm like, right there on the second shelf. And he's like, where? And I'm like, dude, right there, y'all know. And it's just self-awareness, I'm just saying, and that's a really shitty analogy, but anyways, I try. Let's watch Turtle Boy here for a minute. I didn't even see this. Wait, hold on. Oh, and J is for Justice, who's going to ask about the documents, the court documents, because I believe that everybody should be able to share their fucking side of the story, Hitler. Okay?
Okay. She just called her Hitler. There is more going on than we know. Obviously, she said something about the family. Mm-hmm. And that's what she's afraid that's going to come out. I don't know. I'm speculating. Yes, I am. And I think Lauren kind of ignored her. I'm not 100%, but I'm really shocked that Lauren never did an interview with Crusha. I'm just saying. I'm just saying. All she wanted to do was Heather Daybell, the Woodcocks, the jurors. I'm just saying. I don't know. Maybe I'm being petty now. Shit.
Have a governmental interest.
Like, you're
policy
not
debate.
the boss.
I actually believe it does now. The
Oh.
fact that media
Oh.
in our true crime community is requesting access to civil stalking injunctions. Now that is public concern and policy debate. But my case is not.
Oh, okay. It's not. Says you. Says you.
Systematic issues requiring public oversight, allegations of judicial misconduct,
Interesting.
or novel legal questions of widespread importance. Any general interest in court transparency or public
No.
proceedings is adequately served by.
I remember, like, it was, I didn't see it immediately. Like, I'm kind of behind everybody, you know, in this path. Some people saw it immediately with Lauren. You know, you see this woman who's like somebody who's been covering my case, who's allegedly been nice to my parents and good to my parents. At least I thought. But I was unaware of.
Ooh, did you hear that? Did you hear that? Uh-oh. I'm sorry. Yes, this is tea, and these are real person's life. And that's why I'm playing. That's why I'm coming back to the source of, I feel this whole thing started because of the Lori Vallow case, because all the people involved, like Janice did the visuals, they all did something within that case. And I think, in my opinion, it was a jealousy thing. One had a one up on each other. You know what I should do? No, I'm not going to do it. I should do a parody of her. I'm not going to do it, though. I will stick with doing Lori Vallow. So let's listen to Crusha, and I'm going to shut my mouth.
That falling out. So that really discredits at least a couple of her statements, her claims. I'm not here to speak their story, though. So just know that part. There is no endorsement, if you will, by the parents. I mean, not claiming, don't come at me and don't come at them. Okay. I think it's time to go your way. Go on. But you're going to hear me first. You're going to fucking listen to me first for one goddamn time. Okay. One time. Or don't. Whatever. You know, just do better. Do better for your son. Okay. Do better for the next potential victims' families that you're going to run into. And however that happens, and however, I hope it's better. I hope you treat them better. Do better. That's the best apology that I ask for. Like, that's the best. Change behavior is the best fucking apology ever. Anyways. So yeah, I watched his first video and he was like, I don't even know who this chick is, you know, kind of like burnt toast. She had never heard of anybody in the case. She didn't know who the victims were. She didn't know who the criminals were, the murderers. She didn't know who our families were. She didn't know who Lauren was. And I was like, oh, this is perfect. You know, no bias, just, you know, this person was looking into people who exploit, or possibly, I'm going to say allegedly, because I'm not above the law. You know, I am going to say this much. I know that, and I mean, I didn't go to all the college and everything that Lauren did. You know, I had a little bit of college, but I'm completely dumb in the field of the legal world. I mean, I've learned as I've gone. Okay. So if I've learned that a long time ago, that you can be held responsible for defamation, slander. You open yourself up to being sued if you outright, if I were to sit there and say, Lori and Chad and their cult, they're murderers. They murdered my family. I've said it a couple times. I ain't gonna lie. Quite more than a couple. But I remember hearing, and I think it was Awen Reese that taught me this. You know, she's like, you have to say allegedly. And I was like, what? I don't even know what that means. So I trained. That's why I say it so damn much, because it ain't going to be because I forgot. It's going to be because I trained myself to say allegedly. You know, my kids have even said it. They're like, allegedly, I don't know. You know, and I'm just like, oh my God, this is crazy. But our asses are covered. CYA, cover your ass. So if you don't want to open yourself up for lawfare or doing to others what you, or say that backwards, reverse the order of that.
Okay.
You're supposed to do unto others.
You guys know I got to pause it. This family has really been taken advantage of. I will say with Lauren, from what I've seen, and I've said it before, I've said it online, she had to be right there and get all the attention and be the first for everything. Especially the Woodcocks. And I'm glad the Woodcocks, this is done for them. You know what I mean? They don't need to be on TV no more. Well, if they choose, they can, right? But it's like they waited 5 years for justice. No, actually 2019. What is that? 6 years. What was I going to say? I hate it when I forget. I'm talking about Lauren. And I said yesterday in my live, talking about her son, right? I said, and this is just my opinion, maybe her son just wants his mommy home and his mommy to spend time with him and not sitting there running to every single high profile trial, even though she can do whatever she wants. And Crime Con and all that stuff. I don't know. How did they afford that? I can't even afford a vacation. I was going to go on one, but someone screwed me over. We all know who that was, though.
As you'd have done to you, but it doesn't seem to be what's going on here. But you can't take him serious. Well, I mean, you can't take them serious with these kind of eyebrows. And I'm not one to talk because I burned my eyebrows off. Not on purpose, right? This was right before Uncle Charles was murdered. It was like May of 2019. Got a new burn barrel, those metal barrels. And I went, because of Hooker that we just watched, I was burning, wood. I got boxes too, and it would just help me like kind of tear things apart, break things apart, and it would help me exert my discharge, like all that anxiety and that energy, and just and so there was a gas can, right? Nothing good's gonna come from the story, right? I already told you I burned my eyebrows. And so it was like right before my birthday, 2019, before all the murders happened. And there was just a couple drops left in this little baby gas can. And I remember my neighbor was, in his yard too. And I don't know, I just kind of dumped it and it was just like bloop, bloop, bloop. I mean, nothing. I don't even know why I did it. Here I am. So there, I put my lighter, my arm inside, and I lit my lighter. I flicked my Bic, and it said, "Ooh, okay." And I turned, and I just walked straight towards the house. Jason, I was like, "Don't say nothing." I didn't want to panic, right? Because I just knew I fucked myself up. I knew I just got myself fired up, if you know what I mean. And so I get inside, and yes, Kresha was burnt toast too. And so yeah, didn't have eyebrows. I still use eyebrow, eyelash, whatever the hell, eyelid, eyeshadow. Oh my God, I can't freaking talk today. But yes, I use eyeshadow just to kind of darken them in just a little bit. They're getting better. We're growing back. They come back. But you gotta stop that. Anyways, all right.
1, the public document showing that proceedings are occurring. 2, public portions of the record, case history, judgments, orders. 3, the ability of parties to discuss the outcome publicly if they choose. And 4, the resulting written order, which will be public. The presumption of openness does serve important purposes. However, none of these purposes requires permitting attendance of unauthenticated, unverifiable media at the victim's traumatic testimony in a stalking case.
Traumatic?
Moreover,
Traumatic
stalking
victims
hearings
and-
are not proceedings where public access plays a significant positive role in the process. That's
Says
Rule
you.
4202.
Oh, sorry.
These are protected proceedings designed to safeguard victims. They are not public forums for debate. Or as I say, tools for abusers.
Yeah.
Tools for abusers. She's very serious. Tools. For,
Electronic media
whenever she
coverage
looks in
must
the
be
camera,
prohibited.
that's when she's getting
Even if the
serious.
court were inclined to allow some media presence, which petitioner respectfully urges against, electronic media coverage must be absolutely prohibited.
Why? You do it. That's the fucking hypocrisy in this whole thing. You're not off limits. You are not above the law. You are not above accountability. You do not get to bitch about this. You do not get to frame this as you being persecuted, which seems really fucking crazy and par for the course with the people that you allegedly report their crime, murders and weird, really like what, psychopathic, sociopathic is what, has been said out there about their behaviors. Well, if I had a mirror that would reach to this computer, I would show you what I see. And if it is important to you not to just be short-sighted and see only what you want to see, which is you, not so much these eyebrows right here. It looks like a, cat. It looks like cat ears. Anyways, it's the Mac arches. I don't know. What do y'all call them? I forget. I haven't participated in chats. I just see what he pins up there, but oh my God. Can't take him seriously. But then again,
Okay. I'm going to share this. I'm going to give you guys a link so you can watch this whole thing. I am so glad and I'm proud of you, Presha, for getting your feelings out there. We don't know what she's done to your family. I can only imagine. I can only imagine. I can only imagine. And I also think, in my opinion, because John is the doctor, that she should have got some psychological help. If she wanted to do self-harm, why wasn't she put in the hospital? I have before. I have. I don't ever want to be again. Anybody here? Anybody? Anybody? Oh, yes. Thank you. He's a mandated reporter. Yes. Thank you. You said that. And I forgot. Hi, Misty. I wish I would have got out there in Missouri. I really do. We should go to J13's because CrimeCon is going to be there. And I think Lauren should be banned from going to CrimeCon. I'm just saying. That's just my opinion. Ah, shit. Oh, God. Hold on a minute. I'm going to show you guys something. I'm not going to read it. Look at the shit. She wrote the court another letter. It'll happen one day. CrimeCon is never going to come to my state, unfortunately. I wish. Did you hear how much the tickets are? I would have to be saving for like 10 years. Look at this. Look at this. Declaration number 3. Number 3, people. This is all textbook stuff, what she says. I am the petitioner in the above matter. She typed this up. This is the 3rd supplement to the court with additional information regarding respondent's conduct, as well as the impact on my safety, peace, mind, and daily life. This declaration is not intended to repeat what has already been presented. That's what you've been doing, though, Lauren. Don't think I'm being mean either. I'm not being mean. When I see what you're doing, you're weaponizing this. And I don't feel you're in danger. Okay. You're not, I don't feel any of the TikToks are threatening. I think they're petty though. And I think they're just, mean girls and try to intimidate you. But you've done some really crazy shit. You and Grayson. You put this up there. Oh, it was a VIP? Oh, I didn't know that. Maybe. It'd be nice. I could use a friend. Ain't that sad? I have trust issues even here in my state because
I've been so taken advantage of. It's unreal. Okay. All right. Here we go. The following paragraphs describe in detail the respondent's action and their continuing effort on my emotional well-being, professional life, personal sense of security. What you do here, and I told you, block, you stay on the other side of the courtroom. Okay. Respondent's actions have not only disrupted my peace of mind, but have also risen in the level of what word is that? Existential threat of my life. Oh, come on. You got to be kidding me. My livelihood, my family. I have felt as though every aspect of my safety and stability is under attack. This includes ability to work without fear. She keeps using that word. She uses this word on paper. She does not use this word in any of her recordings. She says she's being bullied. To protect and provide for my family and to live with even basic sense of security. Respondent's behavior has forced me to question whether I can continue my profession without ongoing harassment, has strained my most important relationships, and has placed a constant cloud over my fear, over my daily existence. And I'm sure it does, because you got involved in social media. You're a YouTuber, and it comes with it. Sadly, it does. I still have things happen to me in the sense of people, and it's no big deal, but when I see people hating on my daughter, you don't tell the one that died, that gets to me. It's like, what the fuck is wrong with you people? Sorry. The language, I'm sorry. Additionally, not only has it threatened my sense of physical safety, but at times it made me question continuing to live. Okay, get help. Get help right now. Why did nobody help her when she's having when she's I don't want to say that word on YouTube. You can't say that word. As it has taken such a toll on my mental state up until 2025. I've never questioned that before. This has felt like a complete nightmare I can't wake up from, no matter how hard I've tried. It feels as if every day there's new information about things respondent has done and people in my life she has contacted as part of this relentless campaign. This is no campaign. Stop it. Sorry, guys. The respondent has attacked me from all angles, myself, my husband, my business, the relationships I've built through my career, my employer, and my baby brother who tracked. Yeah, that's messed up. That's messed up. Christina, I'm telling you, you should take that video down. That is gross. Those comments are gross. You do not talk about ill about the dead. It was sick what you said. Okay, I will say that, and I'm not going to talk about it. Things can be proven by some of the captions of the respondent's posts, comments she made, or engaged with. You cannot control, let me say this, you cannot control other people's comments on videos. I just want to say that. You cannot. Okay. Okay, she's talking about July 7th post, Exhibit 8. Okay, no, I'm not talking about that because that was bad. And then she talks about, I thought she wasn't going to repeat. There is no additional information. You've already talked about this. There ain't nothing new here. That's about her brother. Here we go again. Oh, this is about her brother. I'm not going to read that.
It was gross. Respondent has also proven the accounts are directly about me within her post. Here she goes again. Okay. We went through all this stuff yesterday. I am not going to revisit this stuff, you guys. Okay. Yeah. Lauren, this is all a repeat. That's all it is. Yep. 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 Sorry, guys. Respondent has shown a continued escalation of behavior over time on social media alongside public confrontations in which she ties herself to. And I do want to remind people, remember Christina was in Europe at one time? Remember? And two things happened, according to Lauren, but Christina was in Europe. Okay. She has shown her goal to stalk, harass me, gain as much information about my personal life as possible, and make sure other people join her in this mission so it becomes far and widespread. Oh, here we go talking about TikTok. Yeah. There you go. I do want to say this. They're talking about her husband's education, Dr. John, but let me tell you something. Dr. John puts information out there, right? Everybody, anybody, I say don't always believe what a creator says. Go do your own research. There ain't nothing wrong with her looking into his background at all. Unless it was spiteful. After being served a correct, oh God, here we go. No, I'm not, no. Okay, for all reasons above, both in this third declaration as well as the first two, and for my safety, myself, my family, I respectfully ask the court to convert the temporary civil stalking injunction to a permanent. You can't do that. Well, I don't think you can, because in my state, well, the first one was 2 years, the second one was 5 years, and I had the option to go back to court to get it extended. Okay, my experience. Now, what I do want to say, what Lauren also wanted, we read that yesterday, she wanted it to become criminal, right? She wanted to become criminal. She wanted her to do 30 days in jail, pay a fine. How stupid. The respondent's conduct, which includes her sustained escalating campaign of public posts, repeated efforts to involve third parties, virtually and physically, direct, indirect. See, this is all textbook stuff. This is all this is. This is all this is. You know what? One day I'm going to share my story, like in detail. And it's not going to be textbook. Okay? It's going to be the raw, icky stuff I deal with. I've never talked about it before in detail. Ever. I know it does, don't it? They're all guilty of being doing shit to each other. Okay. What is that noise? Oh no, did it rain? It better not rain. Me and Nala gotta go for a walk. Hold on, let me check my weather. Fuck is that noise? Oh no, it's gonna rain. Hold on. Okay. Okay, me and Nala will go then this afternoon. Shoot. Sorry, guys. Anybody have any comments? Anybody? Do you hear that noise? Sounds like somebody scraping the wall. Weird. Oh, God. Anybody? Oh, good. Okay. Good, good, good. I can't help all the noises that you guys hear. I'm in an apartment, okay? I'm not a professional. I want to say that at all. I'm just a mom with a laptop and a grandma. Okay, wonderful. I'm going to show you guys. Hold on a minute. Let me show you guys something. I wonder if it'll let me upload here. Hold on. I gotta delete something, I think. No, I can't. I know I'm talking out loud. That ain't it. Okay, forget it. We're just gonna go to my channel. Hold on. All right. The cat is running on the wheel upstairs. Oh, no way. I'm going to show you guys what me and Nala walked through. We were gone for 2 hours. And this was my feelings. My feelings. Hold on. Hey, people are hating on my videos of me and Nala, by the way. Stupid people. It's like, oh, come on now. Don't mess with my baby. Don't mess with my baby. There you go. That was yesterday. And okay, people know me. Music's my therapy. I've loved music since I was like 2 years old, right? And that's how I was feeling yesterday. I was feeling numb. Yeah. Every song has a every song I listen to and I share, there's something behind it. Heck yeah. Heck yeah. And I used to dance all the time. Since I was 2 years old, I would win dance contests, you guys. Starting at the age of 2, I was so cute. Yeah, she can. I mean, I'm watching her now sing, and it's just amazing. She sounds the same. Okay. All right. Okay. That's all I think I want to share. About Lauren and her hubby doing a premiere, and it was mainly just textbook stuff. It ain't actually what's going on, in my opinion, of concerning stalking. And think it all stems with those girls with the Lori Vallow case. And I will continue to say it. Oh, did you get to meet them? Awesome. I suppose you used to live in California and everybody goes there. Oh, my poor neck. God, it's icky out. This is so fucked up. Oh, sorry. All right, I think I'm going to go for now. If anything else pops up, I will be live because it's raining here and windy. I want to see what the temp is. Hold on. Hold up. 83. You suck. It is 40 degrees. What's the wind? What's the wind? Hold on. Oh, God. Wind gusts 20 miles an hour. Oh, my God. I love you too. Thank you for listening to me. Beginning of this live. I just, you can, I'm being honest. Oh my God, I'm struggling right now. The pain is unbelievable. I don't know what to do. Hold up. Hey. Thank you. Thank you very much. Okay, but I do want to say I'm not out there bullying. Lauren, I am not a part, as you call it, the smear campaign. Nope, not at all. You put this stuff out there. I am reviewing it. I got my own personal experience, and that's my opinion as someone that's been stalked. And I know as he's talking about the textbook, there's other ways to be stalked. Yes, yes, yes. It's 65 right now. Oh my God. Love you too, Melissa from the bushes. All right, everybody. I thank you. I appreciate every one of you. Anybody that watches the replay.
Boot up the stream, grab your snack and noodle. Here comes the queen, kid and caboodle. Wi-Fi blazing, wig on tilt. More drama than a soap opera quilt. Kit logs on in a sparkly robe, sipping iced tea like she runs the globe. Drops more truth than a psychic at noon, with a cat named Taco and a raccoon named Boom. Kid and caboodle is a hot shit Uber, Wi-Fi warrior, clickbait mover, shaking up the algorithm like a smoothie blender. Watch out, troll, she's a copyright sender. Hot shit YouTuber, talking tea with a pink ring light aura. Yeah. She reviews shampoo and ghost hunts too. Caught Bigfoot slipping in a Gucci shoe. Unboxes snacks, talks haunted dolls, and drops a diss track on bathroom stalls. Kid and caboodle is a hot shit Uber. Hashtag queen, thumbnail smoother. Dancing in a studio with a llama on her head. Uploading content even while in bed. Hot shit YouTuber. Even aliens subscribe, that's no rumor. Yeah. She vlogs in Walmart, midnight mission. Caught in aisle 9 with divine precision. Mic in hand, she interviews cheese. Sir, you aware you're lactose free? Goes live while baking glitter pies. Starts a feud with ducks, no lies. Reacts to Karen's, paints her Jeep, and a blooper. She taught a goose to play Fortnite. Hosted a seance on Tuesday night. Got possessed midstream, ate a burrito. Still hit upload, respect amigo. Now Netflix calls and brands wanna collab, but Kit just vlogged from her glittery cab. She's not here for clout or fame. She's here to win the YouTube